Hey guys. Okay, today we're gonna do the flat layering tutorial video, and once again the dogs are playing, so just ignore them. So here's examples of what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a memory dex card that's flat layered, and this is probably the first, well I know it is the first memory dex card that I've made that is like pretty much completely flat. I was proud of it. So we're gonna make something similar to this, and then we're also gonna make some library pockets. So this is something else that can be used in Flatmail. They're probably about the same actually thickness as the memory dex card. So this is something that we can send with one stamp, little extra racks or whatever, and you can put just a little card or some type of ephemera, stickers, flat stickers, you know, just some little something as a little gift. And so, all right, so we're gonna get started. I have everything pre-cut because I'm gonna try to make this video a shorter video. I'm sure y'all can tell by now from the intro that I tend to be long-winded doing stuff. So, all right, here we go. So I have my base. I'm just looking to see which is the front. I guess it doesn't matter. And then I have my 3 contrasting pattern papers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my first layer, because we remember the base does not count as a layer. So I'm going to attach the whole thing and cover the solid because I don't want any of the white to show through on mine. All right. Trying to make sure that, okay. Making sure I'm in screen. And then I just line it up. I like to use wet glue, and I didn't, just for time purposes, but I like to do that when I'm putting my, especially a first layer down. So if I don't get it correct, I can move it around. Okay, so you know, I'm sure y'all have seen me. I'm trying to remember if I did it in the intro. I'm sure I did. The tearing, pull towards you, shows the white, pull under and away, and it doesn't. This time, and I did it across where it went across this way. Today, I'm going to do it where it comes down this way. Just for a different way for y'all to see. So, this is going to be my second layer. And it's going to go right here. And I keep these because I'll still use them on other projects for layering. Especially when I have memory decks that match completely. Bases. Memory dex bases. So I'm going to line this up. Try to. All right. And then, just for something different, this layer, I'm going to go back across. Okay. And this is going to go up here. Or do I want this one down here? I wrote here. Just remember when you're doing your flat layers and building up layers, pattern paper is one of the easiest and best things to use because it doesn't add much chunk to it at all. It just adds some extra dimension and textures. So now I have, this is my bottom 1, 2, 3 layers. So I mean, you've already met your minimum requirements with this, you know, when we say 3 layers. So in staying with keeping it flat, I have some washi I thought about using, but I'm not real sure that any of them really. Might could do this one. If I can get it, find the end. I don't know if I'm gonna use this one or not. That's crazy. Wait, maybe it's it. There it is. All right. I'm just going to add some here, and it may end up getting covered up. If it does, that's fine. And you can see I'm not doing any certain thing, just adding just a little bit of extra, because this is kind of a loud, it's a really colorful collection. It's the Vicky Booten color story. See if y'all see that. This is like my favorite collection right now. Let's see, and okay. Like I said, it may get covered up, but that's okay if it does. Let me move these out of the way. And here is my ephemera for this. And like I said, we're keeping it flat. So I'm not going to add any enamel dots or anything like that, which, you know, kind of goes against everything in me to keep things flat. But I'm kind of enjoying the process, just for something a little different. Hey. Ty. Let's see. I'm kind of liking that. Because like I said, I'm going to keep this bad boy flat. Trying to decide if I want... Yeah, I think we're going to go like this. All right. So let me put this down. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. And I think I'm going to put my butterfly down first. We're going to end up with, I'm thinking 6 layers on this. And you see, I mean, just how simple it is to just add your layers. And it ends up, I mean, you've built up a ton of layers and you haven't even really done a whole lot. So, okay. I kind of like to angle my butterfly a little better. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, I like that better. All right. Okay. And I'm going to call that good with the memory dex card. So we have our background. Our first layer was on, well, the background was our first layer. Layer 2 was the orange. The circles was the 3rd layer. Washi tape was 4. Butterfly is 5. And the little word strip is 6. So that is a 6-layered memory dex card that is completely flat. It's a little bit of thickness just because I used, I think it's 110-pound cardstock to give it some stiffness. Because remember, when you're doing memory dex cards, you want to make sure that you use either thick enough paper that it doesn't bend. Like, if this was just a memory dex card, say it was complete, and this is what you used. Well, when you put your stuff on it, anything, I mean, it just bends. So it doesn't stay straight up in everyone's memory dex card holder. So we want to make sure that if we had done this, it gives it a lot more, you know, 2 layers like this is a lot better than 1 layer like this. But if you put a solid cardstock back behind it, for one, it gives you somewhere to put your information. I usually put an address label on mine just so that you know who it's from, and you have my address, easy access if you need it. But it just adds that extra thickness. So, all right, there's that. Now we're gonna move on to our library pockets. So let me tie. We're gonna sit this to the side. Okay, and what you're gonna need for this is a sheet of paper, and I used your 6x8, like these little packs, work perfect. You can get 2 out of it, and you can make them different because you can use the front and the back if you use double-sided paper. So you're going to need a 7 1/4 by 3 inch piece of paper. And let me get my scoring board. Sorry, y'all. Worked myself into a hole. All right. So 7 1/4 by 3 inch. Then you're going to put it on your scoring board. Turn it to the 7 1/4 inch side, and you're going to score it. See, I did mine this way at 4 inches. So let me get one right here. Okay, I'm going to score it at 4 inches. Am I in? Okay, now when you score it at 4 inches, you have a shorter side and a longer side. So what you're going to do is get a circle punch, anything like that. You're going to take your shorter side that you've scored, and you're going to kind of center it up and just punch. Okay, so what that does is when you fold it, you have made your little place to pull, so someone realizes that there's a goodie in there, like this. So that's what you've done, is made your little tab situation circle. All right, so now here you have 2 options. You can either leave it all squared like this, or you can round your corners. You can round just the top or the top and the bottom, just whatever your preference is. And these are super quick and easy to do. And like I said, perfect for flat mail. So once you do that, then I recommend wet glue, just because you can get, if you have like a fine tip, you can get these little areas easier. So you're just going to go around the very outside edge on both sides and put the glue on your shorter side. That way you don't end up with a bunch of extra glue that didn't cover. If you covered this side, you would have glue up here also. So, and you just do this, trying to keep it on the edge, and I'm not very good with a straight line. All right, once you do that, then you're going to just fold it, make sure you're lined up, and then just go around it and press it down. Now these are only going to be able to be used for goodies, for really flat goodies, okay? So like your cut apart sheets that have the small cut aparts. I was looking, I know I've got some. Like this is a cut apart. It was actually bigger, so I had to trim it down so it would fit in here. So I just cut around it to kind of get it centered and just stuck it in. Okay, and I mean that's literally all there is to this. Now you can leave it as is or decorate it. I recommend decorating because, you know, but it depends on what you're going for, I suppose. If you're just sending them for them to be able to make their own, then I mean you might want to just stick a little card in it, and you could put your note to your partner inside there, and it could just be like a little envelope for your note. I love these little vellum ephemeras, but you see the paper through it and it just drives me nuts. I never know how to use them. So I'm just looking for a little bit of contrast because these are such bright colors. Because like I said, I'm gonna keep this flat as possible. Yeah, I like that one. And see what we can do with it. Don't like that. So we're gonna finish this one and then we're gonna do one more on screen. And so y'all be sure and comment on the video, because comments are worth 5 points. Be sure and do your homework assignment, because that is worth 10 points. But make sure you have it posted in the correct album on the Facebook group, and that you followed all the directions, okay? Because if you don't, and you don't post it in the correct place, then we're not giving points for it. So just make sure that you follow all the directions, and you'll get your points. So somewhere, I don't know where they're at, so I'll just go with this. So I'm just going to add one of these to it. So see, that's what I do. I get caught in the rabbit hole of digging through all my stuff sometimes, when I just should just stick it down and go on. Okay, there's that. And I think I'm gonna go with this green one because it kind of matches up there. And I hate these little little situations they do, so I try to cut them off. Sometimes I end up jacking it all up, but let's see. But like I said, be sure and post a comment on the video. Post your homework assignment. Do it. Post it. You have until maybe September the 12th. It's posted. To get your homework assignments done. Because we wanted everybody to have plenty of time and not be rushed. But the key to that is don't wait till the last second to do this stuff. Because we're going to post what the points are going to be used for. And y'all want to get your points, just saying. And I think I'm gonna just do like that. Okay, I don't think that's just perfectly straight, but it's all right. So then we have this. Now if you're making a little library card type situation to stick in it, I had this that had the lines, so I thought, yeah, I'll do that. It'll be quick and easy. So the measurements for this card is here, right here. Nope, not there, not there. Oh, it's this one. Okay, they are 2 5/8 by 3 3/4 for mine. As long as you don't get your glue too close away from the edge, they'll fit. If they don't, just trim it down a hair. I mean, if it won't fit, the easiest thing to do is just use your paper cutter, trim just a little bit. I do it in small increments though, so it doesn't get, this one is just a tad tight, so I'm going to hold it straight. I need a new blade. All right, and I just cut just a hair off, and there you go. It fits a lot better. So, you know, play with, and y'all may want to make y'all's a different size. All right, there you go. And that's it. That's that one. I think they're pretty cute little, and Lord knows I didn't come up, I mean, I came up with these measurements, but library pocket or library card pockets is something, I did not come up with that. I've seen it several places. So if you're not doing a flat layer and you're going to send it with some chunkier stuff, you could always put a eyelet right through here, hang a little dangle, a little bitty charm, something from it. It would be really cute. Yeah, you could probably, I don't know, well, I don't want to go into all that, so may do that later. But yeah, so that's the first one. Okay, so we're going to do it again. Let me move this one. Okay, So remember, it is 7 1/4 by 3 inches. And then we're gonna score at 4 inches. Now, if your one side of your pattern paper is a certain way, you're gonna wanna make sure that you're scoring on the end that you want facing up. So if I was gonna do it this way, see, my flowers would be upside down. So I would do it like this if I wanted this as the outside. So, all right. So you're going to score at 4 inches. Let me make sure once again. Yeah. Score at 4 inches. Your shorter side, remember, because I've done that a couple times, just playing with them, trying to get it the way I wanted and punch this on the wrong end. Okay. Then you're going to flip it around. Mine is not lined up perfectly, I can tell. I need a new blade. So I'm gonna have to trim that just a hair. But, okay. And I like the rounded corners on mine, I think. So I'm gonna round my corners. Okay. And I'm gonna glue mine down, and then I'll go back and trim this little excess right there. But I'm gonna glue it down first. So remember, wet glue is, if you have it, is probably going to be the easiest thing to work with, and you want to keep it as close to the edge as you can down both sides. Flip it and do the same. That's not very close to the edge. Okay. All right, and then you're gonna just fold it over. I'm making sure my one edge is lined up so I can trim the other. Otherwise, you make sure both your edges are straight. All right, and I'm gonna come back and just trim this, and I'm gonna have to go back and fix my corner. All right. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, so I'm going to find something to put on it to decorate it. It's just a little big, I think. I should have probably pulled out the smaller ephemera already, but I didn't. That would be too easy, right? And y'all, I don't know if y'all can see what I'm digging in, but that's maybe. Maybe, I don't know, maybe one of those. And see, I'm sure y'all are like, oh, that one would have been perfect. I don't want to, let's see. Might be able to, I don't know. Here's my rabbit hole, y'all. Some of these flowers are freaking ginormous. I don't know. Look at that. It's huge. Huge. And the reason I have duplicates of some of these is this is 2 ephemera packs opened. I might just use that one like I did the last one, just to make it easy. too close in color. So I need a small butterfly. This one might work. Okay, we're gonna go with this. Alrighty, let me get this out of the way. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. And I think I've shown y'all maybe in a video, I'm not sure which one, this trick. If you're gonna know you're not gonna use the whole piece of ephemera, you can cut it in half and it gives you two that you can use. So I think I want this one though. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put it like something like that, just so he's kind of peeking out. Yeah, I'm just gonna use one. And I don't know, I kind of wishing I hadn't cut it, but I did, so we're gonna use it. Okay, we're gonna go with it. This one may not be my favorite, y'all. Okay. Do it right there. Just a little bit to hold it under there. Got a little bit too much. Okay. There's a little butterfly back behind there. It don't really look like a butterfly anymore, does it? Thought maybe. You'll be all right. And what did I do with my word strips? Okay, I'm just going to use this one because it's right here. I can promise this is this one isn't my favorite. I should have had everything laid out. But what's not my favorite may be somebody else's. So the flowers kind of throw me off, and the butterflies a little bit because I don't work too much with those. Especially flowers. I have a hard time with flowers. Okay. And we're gonna go all the way over to the edge, and there we go. And then I have somewhere, yeah, I have a little card made. So you could use either side. I'm gonna stick it in here, kind of like a library pocket. Okay, this one needs to be trimmed just a touch too. All right. All right. So here are the two that we made today. And here are some that I had made when I was kind of trying to make sure I could get my timing down to not be so long. So there's 5. And then our memory dex cards. Okay. Let me pull y'all back just a little. So. And then the 2 memory dex cards. So, yeah, y'all can see all of it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually make one more of the pockets. So there'll be 6, and then I have 2 memory dex cards. So we're going to have 2 prizes for this one. So be sure and comment. Tell me which one is your favorite memory dex card, which one's your favorite pocket. Let me know if you're having any trouble with your flat layering. I mean, because like I said, I tried to keep it super, super flat. And you can use washi on it. You can use ribbons, flat stickers. I mean, there's just unlimited. Sequins do really flat, just a single sequin in place of like a genie, because it gives a little bit of sparkle. You can use this sequin ribbon type stuff. I mean, if you glue that down, I mean, it's super flat. So, I mean, there's lots of options for flatness. So, what I want y'all to do, y'all's homework assignment for this is to create 2 library pockets and 1 memory dex card. They don't have to coordinate. They could be totally different collections, whatever. But I want it to be flat. So, when y'all post your picture, I want you to say, these are my 2 right here. Have them all in one picture where we can see them. Okay? So, and be sure, post that on the correct album in the Facebook group. And you'll get your points for completing your homework assignment if it's in the right place and following the directions. Remember, 2 pockets with whatever you choose for a flat goodie, be it this. You might want to put a couple pieces of ephemera in it. Whatever you choose for inside your pocket. And your memory dex card. So, that's what I want y'all to do. If y'all choose to send these as a rack, send me a message. I'm working on, there's going to be extra points for racks. But I'm working on getting that all set up. So, this is posting on Monday. So, hopefully by Wednesday, because we're going the whole month, so it's not like a great big hurry. Hopefully by the 2nd week of boot camp, we'll have the point system up for y'all. But I can promise that y'all do want to get your points, because you're going to want them. So anyway, so if y'all have any questions, need any help with anything, just shoot me a message. Me, Holly, Melissa, Misty, any of us are here to help y'all. The instructors, they're the same way. If someone else has posted a video that's not one of the admins, same thing, they're here to help y'all. They want y'all to ask them questions. They've worked really hard getting these tutorials up for y'all. All of us have. So, we hope y'all are enjoying camp. Bye.